So this past Sunday, the 13th of December 2015, Lance Armstrong ran, raced, whatever you want to call it, and won a 35k trail race by the name of the Woodside Ramble that took place in some obscure little neighborhood out in rural California. And it astounds me how this has absolutely taken the social media world by absolute storm. The fact that Lance Armstrong has now gone and raced this trail race. I would never have heard about the existence of this trail race or the fact that Lance had run it if some little pussy, I can't even remember what his name is, didn't jump all over Facebook and write some or other long hating speech about Lance being a doper and he should never be allowed into trail running. Lance's ban applies to any sporting code that falls under the World Anti-Doping Association, any sporting code that falls under the International Olympic, the IAAF, or whatever the case may be. Trail running falls outside of all of those. Trail running is a bunch of guys and girls that enjoy being in nature, get out into nature, and enjoy the trails. So the response that came through from the event organizer basically said that Lance is in the area, he's visiting friends. He called up the trail run club that's connected to the trail organizers and said, I'm in the area, I'd love to go on a trail run. Is there anybody there that knows the trails that can come running with me? They mentioned to him, oh, by the way, we've got this event going on this weekend. So Lance called up the organizer, paid his entry fee, got his race number, went out and ran the race. It's a tiny little local run out in the woods. Prize money, zero. Fame and fortune and television cameras, zero. Yes, Lance crossed the finish line first, but guess what? He didn't take an event t-shirt. He didn't take a medal. None of those things. All he wanted to do was to get out in nature and have a run, be physically active, be healthy, and enjoy some time in nature. And you've got these Facebook haters sitting behind their computers, typing all sorts of crap about what Lance has done in the past, and then bringing up the event of the it was a Italian runner that raced the North Face Endurance Run, but saying that this Italian pro athlete that had tested positive for EPO before has served out her ban and is now back racing again, is now different to Lance because Lance's ban is a lifetime ban, and that Lance is the biggest doper in the history of sport. Now, very importantly, as far as this tiny little trail run this past weekend is concerned, was Lance on any sort of performance enhancing substance? Absolutely yes. Hell yes. Fuck yes. Because what everybody tends to forget is Lance had testicular cancer. Correct? And as a result of having testicular cancer, his body cannot produce testosterone. So which means that Lance has a doctor's script. He has a therapeutic use exemption form if he chose to if he was ever allowed to race elite level again, he would have a therapeutic use exemption form for testosterone, probably something along the lines of testosterone nanthate, primotestin, one of those type of products, which is an anabolic steroid, to be allowed to inject himself with testosterone because his body cannot produce it naturally. So was Lance on testosterone when he did this obscure little trail run? Yes, he was, simply because his doctor prescribes it, because he has to take it for his own health. But the fact of the matter is, Lance went out, he ran this run just to be out in a set of trails while he was out somewhere visiting friends, and the short-sighted people jumped all over the bandwagon and absolutely slated the race organizer for allowing this to happen. Well, guess what, guys? In the process of trying to slate the race organizer, you're giving him brilliant publicity for his trail runs. So, absolutely 10 out of 10 to you there. But seriously, if a guy like Lance Armstrong wants to go out and run some trails and he happens to run some trails with other people, really, if you take into account the billions of animals getting massacred every day, if you take into account the fact that there are over 5 million orphans around right at the moment, and 5 million orphans in war-torn, destitute places, is Lance running some obscure little 35k trail run and not stepping up onto the podium afterwards, not taking a medal, not even taking an event t-shirt? Is that really that much of a fucking deal? Guys, get real, get a life. Seriously. That's it for the moment. Post any comments, questions, criticisms you have down below, and until we meet next time for another video, stay carved up for the win out there. I'll see you next time. Cheers.